Hi, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Week reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, albums, EPs, or singles, and after I listen to them all week, I come back here and I review them. I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release, Crowder's new album, Milk and Honey. Crowder's new album, Milk and Honey. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Stylistically, here we got country, rock, hip hop, particularly in the bass, pop, and gospel elements, and of course, worship elements as well. Crowder, right? And as for the instrumentation here, we have, I already mentioned the bass, but we also have drum, we have electric guitar, acoustic guitar, bass guitar, banjo, piano, and synth. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. Talks about finding rest for our burdens in Jesus, the unstoppable, our unstoppable higher power in whom we find everything we need. Also talks about God's love being revealed for us through what Jesus did on the cross. Up next, Essential Worship's new EP, Part 1. Essential Worship's new EP, Part 1. Let's dive into it. So, let's explain what this EP is. So, Essential Worship, over the last little while here, has put out singles of artists covering notable worship songs. Artists on this EP include artists like Zach Williams, Torrin Wells, Red Rocks Worship, Dante Bowe, and others. Pretty good worship EP here. Instrumentally, we have piano and drum as the most dominant, but we also have here acoustic guitar, bass guitar, and electric guitar. And as for the lyrics here, the lyrics have a pretty good theme here of how there is no spiritually dead heart, no circumstance that God can't redeem. He is for us. He fights for us. Up next, and this EP praises him for that. Up next, Building 429's new single, Not Finished Yet. Building 429's new single, Not Finished Yet. Oh, look, I'm wearing a Building 429 t-shirt. Let's dive into this song. So, pretty good new single here from Building 429. Stylistically, here we have acoustic guitar, bass guitar, electric guitar, drum, and synth. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here. So, lead singer Jason Roy sings about in this song from Building 429 how no matter how far he's strayed in his sin, God's not finished with him yet. Which, by the way, that's good news for all of us, right? No matter how far we go into sin, God's not finished with us yet. He hasn't given up on us. Up next, We Are Messengers' new single, Come What May. Our Messengers' new single, Come What May, the first single from their upcoming album. Let's dive into it. So, stylistically, here we have piano, bass guitar, acoustic guitar, and drum. And as for the lyrics here, talks about having our hope in Jesus in the good and the bad seasons of life. And remembering that in the midst of the hurt seasons, he restores. Up next, our last release for today, Tasha Layton's new EP, Look What You've Done. Tasha Layton's new EP, Look What You've Done. Let's dive into it. So, stylistically here, the title track and Braveheart have a contemporary pop feel to them, while the middle track, I Got You, has a definite pop feel to it. Instrumentally here, we have piano, synth, bass, and drum. Look What You've Done has bass guitar in it, while I Got You has acoustic guitar. And as for the lyrics here, Tasha talks about how no matter what lies the enemy may throw at her, no matter other people's expectations of her, no matter even if she's just not feeling strong enough, she can rest in what she can lean on what Jesus has done for her. That's true for all of us, right? We can lean on rest in what Jesus has done for us. Well, that's it for this week. Come back next week for 5 more releases. If you like what you saw in this video, please subscribe. Also, if you have any thoughts on today's releases or what I may have said about them, let me know down in the comments below. Also in the comments section, you can let me know if there's any releases that came out today that you want to see in next week's video. Also, feel free to check out the playlist section for the My Music Muffin Streams playlist, which is available here on YouTube and on Spotify, and includes songs from artists like Falling Up, We Are Messengers, Drew Bex, Camban, K-Sade, and others. So go and check it out if you're interested. Well, see you next Friday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time. Bye!